Good morning, afternoon, or evening. I'm Kristy. Welcome to Chair Yoga. So we're going to start finding a chair, and we're going to have our feet nice and flat. We're going to sit back in that chair, and your chair might have armrests. It may not. You can use a folding chair, whatever you have available to you. We're just going to sit nice and comfortable. We're going to turn our palms up on those legs. We're going to close the eyes, and then we're just going to start to deepen the breath. So we're going to seal our lips, and we're going to breathe through our nose. If your nose is stuffed up, you can breathe through the mouth, obviously, but we're going to try to do that nose breathing. So taking nice big inhales through that nose as you fill up the belly all the way, and then exhaling through that nose, letting it all out. So we're just going to try to deepen our regular breath. And maybe we begin to count that breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Same on that exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you may get to 5, you might get to 4, you might get to 6. So just kind of deepening your own breath without causing any strain or stress. Just finding where you feel comfortable, where you're feeling like you're really getting a good breath here. You can even place the hand on the belly for a moment to just kind of set that breath and just feel the belly rising and falling. Sometimes just having that physical touch there helps us to notice, are we actually filling the belly, or do we just think that we are and we're only filling up those lungs? So nice deep breathing here. And then as you're breathing, just start at the top of your head. We're going to relax everything. So we're going to relax the brow, relax your jaw. Notice if you're clenching, release. Relax the tongue from the roof of the mouth. Relax your throat. Relaxing that neck, relaxing your shoulders. Notice if you're holding those shoulders up, relaxing those. Maybe bringing the shoulder blades together a little bit more, maybe sitting a little bit taller. Relaxing those arms all the way down through those wrists, hands, and fingertips. Feeling that belly rise and fall, relaxing the muscles that go along the spine all the way from the neck, all the way down those shoulder blades to that tailbone. Relaxing the hips and thighs, the hamstrings, the knees, shins, calves, ankles, feet, and toes. And as we move through our practice, just trying to really focus on this relaxation. So even when we're in a pose, noticing where are we holding tightness, where are we clenching, are we holding the jaw, are we lifting the shoulders high? So just trying to always settle into the pose and use our breath. The deeper we breathe, the more the body's going to relax and open up into these poses. And then from here, we're going to just let the right ear fall toward the right shoulder, stretching out the left side of the neck, making sure that left shoulder's just kind of sinking down here. So breathing deep. And then go ahead, inhale up through center. We're going to take it to the other side, so just allowing the left ear to fall to that left shoulder, stretching out the right side of the neck. Nice deep breaths here. And then we'll inhale up through center. We're just going to let our chin fall toward our chest, so stretching out the back of the neck. Nice and tall in the spine here, really important. Keep breathing into that belly. And then we'll slowly rise up from here. We're just going to let the head fall back, opening up the throat. And then go ahead and inhale up from here. You're going to let that right ear fall toward the right shoulder again. And this time you're going to let your head go ahead and fall forward across your chest on that exhale. And then inhale, you're going to bring it up to the left side. And then pause there. And then you're going to take it down across the chest again on that exhale. As you inhale, bringing it up to the right side. Pausing there. So just moving like this, nice and slow. If you feel anything that might feel extra tight or some tension or a knot in the neck today, then just go ahead and you can hold in that spot where you feel that and just kind of breathe into that space and allow it to release. Otherwise, you're going to keep moving just gently back and forth with your own breath. You can close the eyes. And then we'll bring it through center. And you're going to inhale, lift the head up. And then we're going to go ahead and let the right ear fall toward the right shoulder again. And then we're going to take the head back across the shoulder blades, over to the left, pausing there. And then back again across those shoulder blades, over to the right, pausing there. So just moving like this, back and forth, nice and slow. And again, if you feel anything that feels tight or you feel a knot or sometimes we feel a little extra stuff when we go back like this, just maybe holding in a spot and breathing into it, allowing it to release. And then bringing it through center. Go ahead and inhale that head up. And then from here, we're going to go ahead, we're going to take those arms out in front of us, make fists, and you're going to rotate those wrists around. Nice big circles. And pause, take that in the opposite direction. And then go ahead, release. You can shake that out. Then we're going to take that right leg out. You're going to rotate that right ankle around. So nice big circles here. If it's too much to hold the leg up, you can always set the heel down and rotate it that way. And pause, take that in the opposite direction. And then release, set that foot down, you can stomp it out. We'll take that left leg out and again rotate that ankle around, making any adjustments you need. And pause, opposite direction. And go ahead and release. You can stomp that foot out. Now we're going to go ahead and take that right arm out. Fingers are going to point up. You're going to grab hold of those fingers with that left hand and gently pull toward you. So making sure your arm is in line with the shoulder. If you need to let it loose a little bit, you don't have to pull back as hard if it's a little too much of a stretch, or you can bend your elbow a little bit. But making sure you're feeling a nice stretch underneath that arm here. And go ahead, release. You're going to point the fingers down toward the floor. You're going to grab the back of that hand as you pull toward you gently. Again, keeping that arm in line with the shoulder. And go ahead, release, shake that out. We're going to switch sides. Take that left arm out, left fingers up, grab hold, and gently pull toward you. Nice deep breaths in that belly still. Making sure we're breathing. And release. You're going to point the fingers down as you pull those fingers toward you. Stretching it out. So again, making sure you're feeling a nice stretch, but not going too far. Nice. So you're going to release, shake those out. You're going to take those hands up and you're going to go side to side. So they're both moving together. So using those wrists here. Nice deep breaths. Nice. And then pause. And then we're going to go toward each other and out. Toward and out. And your arms, as you can see, my arms are moving as well. You can do that. Or if you want to try to hold the arms still, you can do that. That's going to work those wrists even more. I like to move the arms a little bit for me personally. Nice, release, shake that out. Take those arms out to a T. We're going to make little circles. So using that breath. Nice, pause, take it in the opposite direction. And release, you can shake those arms out. And then we're going to make bigger circles, so really big circles. And pause, opposite direction. And then go ahead and release those arms. And then we're going to sweep the arms up over the head. We're going to drop that right arm down as we lean to the right. So ground through your hips, reach through your fingers. Leaning back, opening up that heart. You can shift your gaze up or straight, or you can look down, whatever feels best for the neck. And then inhale up through center. We're going to switch sides. So taking that left arm down as we lean to the left, reaching back, opening your chest. So really leaning back against that chair. Nice deep breaths here. And then inhaling up through center, taking a little bit of a back bend. And then exhale, you're going to fold forward. Let your head and neck hang heavy here. Arms can be at the sides, they can be on the legs, whatever works for you. But make sure your head and neck are hanging heavy. Don't hold it up. And then we'll slowly rise up from here. And we're going to do some cat-cow, some seated cat-cow. So we're going to bring the hands to those thighs. On an inhale, you're going to bring your chest forward and shift your gaze up. So you're arching your back here. And then exhale, you're going to round your spine, bring those shoulders up as you're trying to gaze toward the legs or maybe the belly. And then inhaling, bringing it forward, bringing that chest forward, shoulder blades together, relaxing shoulders away from the ears. Nice, and then arching it on that exhale, so rounding the spine a lot, breathing. Inhale, bringing it back forward again, lifting that gaze. And then go ahead and arch that back. Nice, and one more, bring it forward, bringing that chest forward. Beautiful, go ahead, release. You can shake it all out a little bit. And then we're going to go ahead, sweep those arms back over our head again. Drop that right arm down as we lean to the right, lean back against that chair, peeling that heart open, maybe closing the eyes. Nice deep breaths into your left side here. And then inhale it up through center, take it to the other side. Leaning back, opening up the heart. And then go ahead, bringing it back up. Take your little back bend, and then exhale, fold yourself forward over those legs. Let the head and neck hang heavy here. And then we're going to slowly come on up from here. And then we're going to do some seated, trying to think of the word, seated table poses. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our right arm up, left leg out, so a spinal balance. And we're going to just breathe here. And then go ahead, release that leg and arm down, switching sides, lifting that left arm up, right leg out, breathing here. Nice, and then we're going to start moving like this. So bringing that down, and we're just going to keep moving back and forth. So lifting on an inhale, exhale, setting down, and then doing the other side, lifting. So making sure you're lifting an opposite arm and leg. So inhales, lift. Exhales, bring it back down. Inhales, lift. Exhale, bring it back down. And you can go as slow or fast as you'd like here, but trying to move with your breath. And again, if it's too much to lift the leg up, you can always just set the heel out on the floor. Nice, and then we're gonna do one more. We're gonna bring it back through center, and then we're gonna do it a little bit different. So I'm gonna take my right arm out to the right, left leg out to the left. And then bring that in, and then opposite side. Left arm out, right leg out. Are some of you laughing right now? And then opposite, it can get a little confusing, I'm sure, watching the video. So just taking it out, side to side. Just making sure you're doing an opposite arm, opposite leg. And again, moving with your breath, maybe taking it quicker or slow, whatever feels good to you. Nice. We'll do one more. And bring it through center. Inhale, sweep those arms up. Exhale, drop your right arm down as you lean to the right, maybe gazing up. Nice, bring it back up through center. Take it over to the left. Really reaching, breathing into that right rib cage. And inhale, bring it back up, take a little back bend, and exhale, fold yourself forward. Head and neck hang heavy here. Slowly rising up from here, and then we're going to go ahead and come to standing behind the chair. So once we're behind our chair, we're going to go ahead and we're going to sweep our arms up over our heads. We're going to drop the right arm down as we lean to the right. So just like we did when we were seated. And inhale it up through center, reach tall. Drop that left arm down as you lean to the left, grounding through your feet here. If you need to hold the chair with the left hand, you can do that. And then inhale through center, take a gentle back bend, and exhale, you're going to fold forward over that chair. So you're going to put a bend to those knees, make sure the knees are kind of in line with your hips so that the feet aren't too close together here. And maybe you're kind of at your chest height here, or maybe you kind of move your belly over the back of that chair, depending on the height of your chair. And you can also try to come onto your forearms if that's accessible for you today. So nice deep breaths, but definitely bending into those knees. It's going to allow your low back to really open up here, so breathe deep. And then slowly come on up from here. And then we're going to go ahead and step our right foot back. So directly back behind us, we're going to come into our warrior one. So we're going to sweep maybe both arms up, maybe just one arm up here. You're going to find a focal point right out in front of you, something at your eye height or higher. And you're just going to breathe. You're bending into your left knee. Breathing and balancing here. And then go ahead, bring those hands back to that chair. You're going to begin to straighten your front leg. So from here, I'm going to make sure my feet are in line with my hips. And then I'm going to just start to fold forward at my waist. And maybe I just kind of hold the back of that chair, or maybe I come onto those hands on the back of that chair. And I'm just going to breathe here. And you should feel a nice stretch, especially in your left hamstring here. So you ground your feet into the floor and just really start to feel your left hip kind of pulling back a little bit more, and that's going to give you even more of a stretch here. And then from here, what we're going to do is we're going to plant that right hand down, and if we're not on the chair, you can just have that hand on the back of the chair. But if you're on that chair, we're going to sweep our left arm up, so we're twisting a lot at our waist here. Using that chair for balance. And if you feel unstable, you can step your right foot to the right more, so widening your stance. Nice deep breaths. You should feel a nice stretch in your left hip here. And then go ahead, bring that left hand back down, bring that right foot back if you moved it over. And then you're going to slowly rise up from here. We're going to open up to warrior two. So we're going to turn our right foot to the side. We're going to keep our left toes facing our chair so our hips are nice and open here. And we're going to bring our arms to a T. So if it's too much to have the arms at that T, you can always hold the chair with that left hand. Or you can have that left arm up and you gaze over those left fingers. Really deep breaths into your belly here. And then we're going to add a little movement to this pose. So if you need to, you're going to hold on to the back of that chair. Because what we're going to do is we're going to flip our palms up. And then on an inhale, we're going to straighten the front leg and we're going to reach those arms up over the head. And if it's too much to do that, just reach one arm up. So hold the chair with one arm. On an exhale, we're going to sink the arms down, bend into the front knee. Inhale, lifting up. Or maybe holding the chair with that one arm. Exhale, sink it down. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, sink it down. And one more time, inhale, lift it up. And then exhale, sinking it down. Nice, and then go ahead, bring that left hand to the back of that chair if it's not already there. Take your right hand down your right leg, palm is down. And then we're going to reverse our warrior. So you're going to flip that left palm up. You can keep pulling the chair if it's too much. And just start to reach those fingers toward the ceiling, peeling the heart open. Only go as far as feels comfortable for you. Really strong in your legs. Keep pressing into both feet. And then inhale up from here, coming to an extended side angle. So bring your forearm to the back of that chair or your leg if you need more here. And then you're going to sweep your right arm up. Your palm is open. And if you don't feel enough stretch there, you can start to reach that arm over your ear. So you're reaching. You can even turn the palm so it's kind of facing down toward your chair. That's going to rotate your shoulder. So nice deep breaths. And you can look straight ahead here. You can look down, or again, you can look up underneath that arm. And then inhale, bring yourself up from here. And we're going to step back behind our chair. We'll sweep those arms up again. We'll drop that right arm down as we lean to the right. Inhale up through center. Take that left arm down as you lean to the left. Inhale up through center. Take a little back bend. And exhale, fold forward again. Bend those knees. Maybe widen your stance a little bit. Maybe you're holding the back of the chair. Maybe you're holding legs. Maybe you're placing hands in the chair. Maybe you're on those forearms. Maybe moving yourself into your belly over that chair. bending those knees, breathing. Make sure your head is hanging heavy. And then slowly come on up from here. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to step that left foot back, so switching sides. Stepping that left foot back, bending into the right knee, and standing nice and tall for our warrior one. Again, maybe staying here, maybe reaching one arm up or both arms up. Nice deep breaths. And then from here, we're going to go ahead and straighten that front leg as we begin to fold forward. So hands might be in the back of that chair. They might be on the chair. So remember, you can step your left foot to the left a little bit more here if you need a wider stance. And then just grounding through your feet, feeling that right hip pulling back a little bit more to get a deeper stretch here. Let your head and neck hang heavy. And then we're going to go ahead and place our left hand kind of centered on that chair or on the back of the chair. And we're going to sweep our right arm up, so we're twisting at our waist, feeling a really deep stretch in your right hip here. Again, if it's too much, you can always step that left foot to the left more, and that'll lessen that intensity of the stretch. And then go ahead, bring that right hand down, and you're just going to go ahead and come on up from here. And then we're going to open up to our warrior two, so turning our left foot to the side as we bend into the right knee. And then we're going to take the left arm out behind us, maybe the right arm forward, or we can hold that chair. Gaze would be over those front fingers or just straight ahead, whatever works for us. And then we're going to add movement to this pose. So we're going to begin to flip those palms up, and then again, you can hold chair if you need to. And otherwise, we're going to straighten that front leg, reach arms up overhead. Exhale, sink it down. Inhale, straighten as you lift. Exhale, bend into that knee, sink it down. Inhale, lift everything tall. Exhale, sink it down. And one more time, inhale, lift it up. Exhale, sink it down. And then we're going to reverse our warrior. So you can grab hold of that chair, bring that left hand down your left leg, and then if you'd like to, you're going to release the chair, or you can keep holding it. Flip your right palm up as you reach toward the ceiling, allowing the left arm to kind of move down that leg, breathing, finding that space where you feel comfortable. And then inhale up from here, bring your forearm to the back of that chair. Sweep that left arm up, coming into that extended side angle. And if you don't feel enough stretch here, remember you can reach that hand over your head, even placing your palm facing down toward your chair. Maybe you shift your gaze up here, or you can look straight or down. Keep pressing into your left foot. And then inhaling up from here, and we're going to step back behind our chair. We're going to sweep those arms up over our heads, dropping that right arm down as we lean to the right. Inhaling it up through center, taking the left arm down as we lean to the left. Bringing it back up through center, taking a gentle back bend, and exhale, folding forward over that chair, remembering to bend those knees a little or maybe a lot, and maybe widening that stance, maybe coming onto forearms, using our breath here. And slowly rising up from here, and then we're going to come back to seated. So moving our chairs back, finding that seated pose. And then from here, we're going to do a little bit of a spinal twist. So we're going to have those feet nice and flat. You're sitting tall in your chair. Your back is away from the back of the chair here. And we're going to just come into a twist. You're going to take your left hand to your right thigh, and you're just going to twist at your waist. So sitting really tall, you're just twisting and then shifting your gaze to the right. Maybe you even start to look over your right shoulder. Maybe you drape your arm over the back of the chair. Breathing deep into your belly. And then we're going to bring it through center as we take it to the other side. So bringing the right hand to that left thigh. We're twisting at that waist. Again, maybe gazing to the left or maybe starting to shift the gaze over that shoulder. The more you can turn the head and neck here, the more the spine is going to twist. So ringing our organs here, so really deep breaths are good. And then coming through center, we're going to go ahead and cross our right ankle over the left. Sweep those arms up over your head and exhale, fold yourself forward. Arms are going to hang on either side of those legs or rest on top of those legs. Head and neck hang heavy. And then slowly rise up from here. And we're going to switch it around. So we're going to undo those legs, placing left ankle over the right. Sweep those arms up again. And then exhale, fold yourself forward. Let that head and neck hang nice and heavy here. And then you're going to slowly come on up from here. And we're going to unwind those legs. Feet are going to be flat. We're going to sit tall in our chair. And then we're just going to flip those palms up, just like we did in the beginning of class. We're going to close the eyes. We're going to take a nice big inhale as we fill up our lungs and belly as much as we can. And then exhale out the mouth, let it go. Again, inhale, fill the belly up as much as you can. Exhale, let it go. And one more time, inhale, fill, 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 fill. Exhale, let it go. And then we're just going to come to our regular breath. Eyes closed, just relaxing here for our final resting pose. Slowly begin to awaken the body by rubbing the thumb over the fingertips, wiggling fingers, wiggling toes, maybe rolling your wrists or your ankles, or just gently nodding your head side to side. And then taking a nice big inhale as you sweep your arms up over your head, and exhale, take your hands to your heart in honor of your practice. Thank you for sharing your practice with me this morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever it may be, wherever you may be. The love and light within me honors that beautiful love and light in you. Namaste. Thanks, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your day and week, and I'll see you next time.